Hi, welcome to Rowing Rapids. This is just a show I do, a series I do of just kind of what I'm thinking when I'm rowing. Not that I'm any rowing guru or expert that you should listen to me at all, but if you're interested in what's going through my brain while I'm rowing, that's kind of the point. And this is fun for me. I took some nice video today and kind of want to share what I think. So we're above Initiation Rapid on the wind, and it's a solid team. Both Brody and the cat and Michael in the kayak, they know the run well. They're super solid. It's just the three of us, and so I'm going to use this opportunity to practice just my own skills, like work on making harder lines in the rapid. If I'm with weaker paddlers, I'll probably be more focused on setting safety for them. But today I don't need to. And so when I went by them, I just said, "Hey guys, I'm gonna take some big lines. You cool with that?" They said yes. And I'm in the lead right now, so I'm not gonna take hard lines. I'm not gonna challenge myself. I'm very exposed. Again, if I fall out, there's nobody downstream to help me, and I'm the safety for the two boats behind me right now. So again, I'm gonna take very conservative lines, and then I'm not gonna do the difficult lines I want to do until they pass me. Then I have downstream safety, and I feel good about it. So this is just the entrance, and I kind of look back a second ago to make sure they're good. I'm just kind of watching to make sure they get through that part before I go through this next little bit. And this next little bit's pretty fun. Again, I'm taking the most conservative line I can still, and keep an eye on that, making sure our boat spacing is good, our boat order's good as we go into the end here. And so I know there's some difficult lines on the right down here, so I'm going to run this, and I'm going to catch an eddy on the right and let them pass. Again, so that I have downstream safety in case I make a mistake. And while I'm kind of floating down, I want to point out I'm taking my oar, and I'm putting my spare oar on today in a pretty interesting way. You can see it's kind of rigged right in front of the camera. A lot of times I'll put it on the outside of the boat, but I know I'm going to smash into some rocks today and do some weird things. And so I brought it inside the boat, which gives me easy access to it, and it's not very likely that oar is going to smash into a rock. It does create some entrapment hazards, like I could get my body stuck in there weird or something, between the oar and the frame or the boat. Yeah, I like this for low water days. And you'll also notice I just tightened my life jacket. It's kind of a habit I have to double check my life jacket when I'm going to do something funny where I might swim. I do that a lot. So this is an off-center drop, and it's fun, but it's risky. I could flip there. And I'm going to try to take this technical line. Now today I'm running a 10-foot oars on an 11-foot cat, which is making my shipping really challenging. I'm making my oar management more difficult. Like typically this boat would take 9 or 9.5-foot oars. The 10-foot oars are making me do really hard oar management. And so I'm challenging myself again with these longer oars today. I do get a lot of power. And I'm taking the left line. I don't normally go left here. And I'm going to wait. Again, Brody's and Eddie on the right for the normal line. I'm going to sit in this little eddy, wait for him to pass. So I have some downstream safety. And then I'm going to surf. And I think surfing is a great thing to practice. There's all kinds of ways you can surf. It's great for a couple reasons. One, if you get beat down at a hole, I'm doing it on purpose right now, but if you accidentally go into a hole, you have some strategies to get out. You've practiced surfing, and it just helps you deal with being beat down at a hole if you've practiced surfing a bunch. And two, I'm using holes and waves to get back and forth across the river and rapids. And so the better you are at surfing holes and waves, the better you'll run rivers. So we're going downstream here, and this is called Grandma's. And they're going to go the normal right side. Again, they're my downstream safety, so I can goof around. I'm going to go on the left. I know there's a bunch of just narrow rocks over there. I want to kind of probe it and just try some things out. And I see this nice surf wave. So again, I'm going to surf. It's fun. It's a great show of skill, I think, sometimes. But really, it just helps me be a better boater for a number of reasons. So I'd encourage all of you when you're out there playing to surf. But again, if I swam there, it's pretty risky. If I swam there, my safety's at the bottom of the rapid. I'm going to go for a long swim. So I see some tricky lines here on the left I really want to take. And so I'm going to go over and try to fit between some of these rocks. And I want to go right to this rock here, and I don't make it. And so I love this because I created a challenge for myself that was more difficult than I could handle. I'm figuring out my limits and what I can and can't do. And in a pretty relatively responsible place. Like there's no trees here, there's no sieves. the consequence is kind of getting stuck and running backwards. And so I like those challenges where I'm going to try something. If I make a mistake, well, I'm going to, deal with it. And they're waiting for me at the bottom right now and no way that I'm goofing around this much probably. But it's good practice to try some things out. And so you know what rocks you can hit and can't hit and that kind of thing. Again, I'm doing a fun little ferry over here to catch an eddy. Just trying some things out. And there's some nice rocks here I want to go between, see if I can make this, practice my shipping. And again, I made a rapid that is generally like class 3 plus 4 minus. I was working on like class 5 maneuvering in there. And so a thing I would highly recommend people do is when you're if you're on a class 2 run, make a class 2 rapid class 3 by finding more difficult lines. And same thing, once you're dialed on a run, I wouldn't take these lines my first run, right? I wouldn't do this the first time down. The first time down, I'm going to be very conservative, follow people's lines, not goof off. At this point, I probably have 100 runs down the wind. And so I know the lines, I'm with a good crew, and that's when I'm going to try pushing my limits and turning class 4 rapids into class 5. If I'm with a group of weak boaters, I'm going to use this opportunity to practice my boat spacing, boat order, practice my leadership, practice explaining rapids. It's a great chance to practice with weaker boaters those skills. But today I'm really focused on let me push my limits, see what I can get away with these longer oars. How much I'm going to do through, again, looking for narrow channels and surfing some things and just having some fun. So that's what I'm thinking today. I hope you enjoy this. This is fun for me to do. If you think this is a cool video or worthwhile, please give it a like. If you think I'm just egotistical and pontificating and this is ridiculous, just tell me in the comments. I probably need to hear that from all of you. And but yeah, I hope you like this. And thanks for watching the channel. Do all the things. Subscribe. And ring the bell, think about being a member, and yeah, see you in the next episode. Thanks.